A lot of my research has been guided by Chulista elders, so Chulista Education and Culture, they're the Yupik elders out of Southwest Alaska, and conversations and gatherings with them have shown me what's important in the climate to pay attention to. What are they paying attention to, and what can then I look at in my own research that's going to be relevant to what they're seeing in their everyday life. Part of my research focused on how climate is impacting vegetation growth, and what's happening across the circumpolar Arctic is declining sea ice is driving warming temperatures, and that in turn is impacting plant growth, allowing these shrubs to grow a lot taller, get bigger leaves, become bushier, kind of the shrubification effect, or we've been using this greening of the Arctic is a pretty signature feature of Arctic climate change. So yeah, you'll see those really tall shrubs. First part of my research showed that sea ice and tundra productivity in the Yukon-Kuskokwim Delta are linked. The second part of my research thinks about what might change when sea ice no longer has so much of a control on plant productivity. And so we're looking at things in the hydrologic cycle, like precipitation, rainfall, the type of rainfall, the timing of the rainfall, and how that's impacting plant growth. I chose UAF because I was curious about the greater impacts that climate can have on the people who live here on this earth, and more specifically here in the Arctic. A lot of my studies before that were in tornadoes and severe weather, and so it was a big shift coming up here to learn about those larger scale atmospheric dynamics at work. Something that has surprised me as an atmospheric sciences student is the amount of conversation that we have up here about colonization and the impacts of that on Arctic climate research and adaptation efforts. So I think that has been a really eye-opening experience and something that's been really unique about my research here at UAF. I fell in love with the people of the YK Delta. Yes, the people in Bethel are very welcoming, they're very excited and happy to share about anything and everything. Conversations could go on forever down there.